Hello, welcome to Robyn's Roost. I'm Robyn Rasset, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota. Today I want to show you how to make a fun tent card using the Dandy Wishes stamp set. So here is the card that we're going to be making. It uses some acetate paper to give us a clear window. So let's get started. To begin our tent card, we're going to score a standard piece of 5.5 by 8.5 paper, beginning at 1 3/4. We're going to make sure we have our scoring played. And then we're going to go to, oh, and I need my extension out for this. We're going to go to 6 inches. I know, let's see if I can flip this so you can see it here. That takes a lot of room. Okay, 6 inches, 7 inches, and 8 inches. So pretty easy measurements. Okay, then we are done with our cutter and scorer. So next what we want to do is we're going to take and cut on the 1 3/4 inch score end, and we're going to lay the curvy die. This is from the curvy dies set. You could use either one of the dies that you wanted that cuts off the edge. Make sure that you have the edge cutting part on the outside, and you're going to put it as close to the edge as you can, and go ahead and die cut that so you get your swirly edge. Now that we have our base all ready, we can go ahead and do our folds, and I would suggest using a bone folder to get all of these creases nice and sharp. You're just going to go back and W fold this one back and forth. And we have our little glue tag there. So this is going to be your base. Now you're going to want to stamp on this right away. So let's just go ahead and do all of our stamping. And you might want to have this folded over just so that you make sure that you get it stamped on the correct side. And for this one, we're going to use the Made with Love for a True Friend. I'm going to set that aside. And now we'll stamp our dandelions. And I'm just using the Tuxedo Black. And this is onto a piece of Whisper White, or Basic White, whichever you have. And we're going to do a little bumblebee. So that is going to be all of our stamping for this card. Now while I'm giving that a second to dry, I'm going to share with you the Dandy Wishes dies, which we're going to be using to cut out this dandelion. And you'll see that there are lots of different dies that don't have stamps that match. And I have not played with it yet, but I'm looking forward to having some time to do that. We're going to be using the large die that cuts out this shape, and the little bee, which is right here. And it looks like there are actually 2 of the bee dies. So that would be nice if you're with the little tiny things to cut more than one. Here is the Garden Wishes stamp set that we're using. You can see it has these 2 large dandelions and our little bee, our little zip for a bee flying, some blowing dandelion seeds, and then these really nice greetings here, and a little fill-in stamp if you want, you know, for the back for the coloring the the dandelion flowers. And that is a rubber stamp set. Of course, you could see that when we're stamping. Okay, I will get these out of the way. Now for coloring this, I'm going to use only 3 of my Stampin' Blend markers. I'm not getting very creative or carried away on the blending. So I'm just going to go ahead and color in the leaves. Are going to be, this is the light mossy meadow. You can see that that didn't take very long to color. And then we're going to use the dark daffodil to do the dandelion flowers, and also the bumblebee. Then I like to color the bumblebee's wings in with the light seaside spray. I think it makes them stand out a little bit more. Another thing you can do with it is to take your Wink of Stella and give his wings just a brush with the Wink of Stella to give them that kind of Grosmere look. Now if you wanted to have more highlights in your leaves, you could take the dark and just run a few like shadows across it down the edges of the dandelion stems. And maybe down the main line of the leaves. Seemed like it did give it a little bit more depth that way. Then you're going to die cut this. So now we have our dandelion pieces die cut. Next we need to put our card all together. So you're going to cut a piece of, oh, I can't remember the name of this paper. Let's see, what is it called? Dandy Garden. Okay, then this is 6x6 paper. You're going to cut one piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and you might want to make it just a hair smaller than the 4 1/4 to make sure that it fits in here good. No, I guess 4 1/4 works. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to adhere that. Oops. And then I've also cut a strip that is 7/8 inch by 5 1/4. And this piece is going to go on the little, I don't know if you want to call it a tray or down here in the bottom. So it's just going to give that a little bit more color. Now the acetate piece, when you cut that, or the window sheet, is going to be 5 1/2 by 4 1/8. And these, oh, here it is. They're so easy to lose, laying on your table. This we're going to attach with some of the tear and tape. So we're going to put tear and tape on both long sides here. Then we'll just go ahead and remove our covers. A little over. And then we're going to line this up with these sides. And this stuff is a little hard to work with, at least for me, because I can't see it. And then we're just going to press that down and press that down. So there's our basically our base. And then we're just going to glue our dandelions and bee on here. And I am going to use some of the liquid glue to do this. I'll just put a little bit on here. Here's the bottom. Ooh. I'm just going to lay this on here. And then we will pop up our little bumblebee with dimensional. And I grabbed the little ones, so I might put 2 on here. And then you can put him here so he's kind of like coming into land. And there we have our Garden Wishes tent card. I'd like to show you a couple of other ones that I've made using the same paper, but some different colors. So this one I used with a Misty Moonlight. I love that color, but I can never quite remember the name. It's basically the same exact card. I've used a different greeting out of that same Garden Wishes stamp set. Now this one, I got a little crazy with. I added some, instead of putting the strip of paper in here, I added the other dandelion and then some of the cutout leaves and grass. So it was, I'm not sure if I liked it or not, so I actually did a simpler one for you here, but you could do that if you wanted to and add some of those extra things inside there. So hope you like this card. This set is available in the January to June mini catalog starting on January 5th. So hope you have fun. Head on over to my store to pick up your supplies that you need and make lots of cards to bring cheer to your friends. Thanks and have a great day.